Hailed as the nicest man in stand-up, 2021 Grammy-nominated comedian Nate Bargatze is headed to the State Fair Grandstand. See him on the Be Funny tour when he takes the stage Saturday, August 24th.
And he's already on his way there.
Limited tickets are still available. For more info and to secure your tickets, secure. Go to KFAN.com keyword calendar. But caller 11 right now is going to secure yourself a pair of tickets. So give that 1-800-320-5326 a call for a chance to win Nate Bargatze tickets, as well as State Fair admission tickets. Awesome.
That's right around the corner.
You will laugh.
Yeah, I like that guy a lot, man.
Yeah.
You guys good. He good.
Yep, one of the best. All right, time for the news. Let's learn something. Let's act like we actually read the A section. A couple of you do.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
That's right. Our beloved St. Paul Saints are on the road. Corey, we've talked about it. You know it. But they will be back eventually. And don't forget, we got Wednesdays of Birdie coming up here in July. St. Paul Saints rallied for a go-ahead run top of the 7th, a 3-2 win over Louisville. The 28-35 Saints send Adam Plutko to the mound against Louisville again this morning. We'll let you know when they're back home. We'll start the news today with a real, honest-to-goodness, true news story. So everybody be cool if you would, please. Obviously, yesterday was the funeral for a hero. And here's Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara on Tuesday's memorial service in Maple Grove for the officer we lost, and Jamal Mitchell. He said the sad fate of far too many police officers has been happening a lot lately, noting that about 11 officers have been killed over the last 14 months in this part of the country alone. Here's Chief O'Hara.
I cannot help but think how we as a society have become too acceptable of negative and false narratives about all the men and women, the diverse men and women who choose this profession. Words have meaning.
Keep that in mind. O'Hara says attacks on our police in this state have increased. The public safety is the responsibility of all members of society. Rest in peace, Officer Jamal Mitchell.
Amen.
She's Louise.
Well said.
So.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone out there that's protecting us.
Goodness sakes. Yeah. That's a toughie. Yeah. So that's real. But got to acknowledge, right? There you go. Let's see what else is going on. That's too sad as well. I'm not going to read that one because that one's too sad. Do you guys have anything good?
Good news?
No.
I don't know.
It is National Ketchup Day.
Oh, get ready, Turner.
Oh.
He loves his ketchup.
That was terrifying.
That come out wrong?
That's his son, by the way.
Yeah. I'm wondering, does he do something special to celebrate?
No, he just eats a ton of ketchup.
Yeah, man. You know what's the best in the whole wide world? Ketchup with mayonnaise mixed together.
Yeah. Just that?
Yeah.
Couple pieces of bread?
No, you give me that, I'll take it. But you put it on a cheeseburger, I'm all day long. Fill it.
Yeah. Ketchup's fun. Mayo whales. All that stuff's
Ketchup
great.
is fun.
Yeah.
Today is National Suntan Lotion Day. Get ready, Chad Abbott.
Wow.
Yeah, man, he is
Buckle up, Greg Swedberg.
bronze god. A bronze god.
Pull your pants down, Greg Alexander.
Wow. Why are you reading PS?
I don't remember saying that.
That's what it sounded like in my head.
Prosecutors say a second-grade teacher in California who likes to party was arrested after allegedly teaching a class while drunk. Wendy Munson won't be charged. She pulled a Munson.
Yeah, she pulled a Munson.
Yeah. At the time of her arrest, deputies said her blood alcohol level hours into the school day was nearly still twice the legal limit. Prosecutors say there wasn't enough evidence to prove that a crime had been committed.
I hope she took the bus.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's funny. All right. For Zacho and Bretto.
Yes.
How come we don't call him Bretto?
We will.
We are now.
You can. Do we believe that Zach or Brett, either one, they can work together, knows the reference getting Munsoned? Know where it's from?
Boy, oh boy. I'm going to say no.
Yes, I think Zach.
I think actually, I think maybe one of them. I don't think both of them, but I think one of them might
So you
have.
would bet that one of them does.
One
Sauce,
of them.
Is this a Caniac bet or are we on the same page? You think Zach can get it?
Yeah.
But you don't think Brett knows?
No, I think Zach knows.
I think there's a really good chance that neither of them knows, but I don't know if I'm willing to bet. It's a tough reference if you're their age.
Yeah, they
Good
they
point.
didn't.
No, they don't.
Like that was right in our heyday. Like we were getting just to that age where those kind of movies were awesome.
Let's
and
see.
That was.
Sounds like we don't have a bet, but does Zach or Brett, do either of you know where Getting Munson is from?
Brett, tell him.
But those kind of movies.
I have no idea.
It is a movie both of you should see because
if you haven't seen it, you have to see it.
And it holds up. It still is dumb and is filthy and stupid.
When it's on, if I turn my TV on, it's on. I'm watching.
Yeah.
Muppets Take Over New York.
It was called Muppets Take Manhattan, and no.
Okay.
They didn't take over
Home
New
Alone
York.
2, Lost in Manhattan. No.
Electric Boogaloo 2.
Getting Munson is a reference to Roy Munson, who is Woody Harrelson's character in the classic comedy Kingpin.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You keep telling me to watch that.
You
Very
should
funny.
watch that. You've traveled enough. Why haven't you?
That's top 5 Bill Murray film.
Bill Murray.
What year did that come out?
Bill Murray. The Big Earn.
Yeah.
Okay, so the year I was born.
Somewhere in the 96-ish range.
Something like that.
Mid-90s?
Yeah, 96.
Sure, there you go.
God, it was good.
Wallet Hub compared more than 180 cities to rank the best places for a staycation this summer. Mark Paris can't find a place that ain't good for a staycation.
Nope.
Here's what they had to say.
Roughly 82% of Americans plan to travel this summer. High costs are forcing many to cut back and take less extravagant trips. So welcome the staycation. To determine the best places for wallet-friendly staycations, Wallet Hub looked at everything from parks and museums per capita to restaurant costs.
Boring.
Top 10 best cities for a staycation: Orlando, Honolulu, Cincinnati, Vegas, Tampa, Florida, Chicago, San Diego, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Tucson, Arizona. Aaron Real, NBC News Radio.
Cincinnati.
Wait a minute. Yeah,
Can I say something
there's a lot of
stupid?
great towns, and then Cincinnati,
That's my
Tucson. Like what?
If you go to a city, it's not a staycation.
That is correct.
Yeah, but that's not what her point was. People like stay.
That live there, yeah.
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying. It was kind of
Well,
confusing.
then,
Yeah.
Yeah. Best place for staycation. So
Yeah,
if
that would
move
be-
there and then stay there.
Right, because that's what Brett's saying is it'd be a weird thing to Google. Like, I wonder where I could go and have a staycation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, that is missing the point.
Yeah.
That's called a vacation.
And museums are boring.
Stop. No,
No,
they're
they
not.
are.
No, they're
Yes.
not. Learn once in your life.
Not doing that.
Freak.
No, not doing that. Museums are boring.
I'm sorry, I called you a freak.
That's okay. Call me whatever you want. Museums are boring. I have no interest.
I'm going to call you uneducated.
Although going to the
Go ahead. Now
theater,
contradict yourself. Go ahead.
No, the theater thing at the Science Museum, the Omni Theater on weed, super fun.
The name of the theater is On Weed.
It's French.
On Weed.
On weed.
Speaking of French, thousands are expected in Tennessee's Bedford County this weekend to celebrate one of the South's sweetest combinations.
I've gone there for a staycation in the past. It's fantastic.
The annual RC Cola Moon Pie Festival is happening in the tiny village of Bell Buckle.
What a weird sentence.
Yes.
The RC Cola Moon Pie Festival?
That's right.
There's
you
still
combine the
RC
two.
Cola?
Yeah, man. That's all they serve in Chicago at Soldier Field is RC Cola.
Get out of
Get
here.
out of here.
Yep, no pop other than that.
I didn't know that was still a thing that was even hanging on, let alone had contracts with sporting venues.
I didn't either.
Yep.
the Bears settling for second best. Never heard that.
Jeez.
Oh, good shot. Good shot.
What the hell is, what's a moon pie?
What? Really?
Yeah, didn't we just talk about that?
I don't.
You know what a moon
Are
pie
you
is?
serious?
Hang on, let me
You
look
can
it
get
up.
them at
It's
any
when you're
holiday
upside down.
station store.
Never had one of those. I just Googled it.
Yeah. I've never seen those before.
Never had one.
Didn't we just talk about it on the air?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we had there was a moon pie reference that we talked about.
If we did, I
Like just
forgot. But
like 30 seconds ago.
I think
I think
thought
Tommy likes those.
dear
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
sorry. No, I've never had this.
I might have gone too far.
Yeah, you
Brett.
crossed.
gotta know
You're the
line.
one that crossed the line. You got. Come on.
All right.
I mean, based on the description, it's kind of like a half-ass s'more, right? It says
Oh, yeah. No,
2 graham crackers with marshmallow filling in the center, dipped in a flavored coating. It looks like it's a chocolate
Oh,
coating.
they also
maybe?
have vanilla.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Would
really?
you eat it,
Yeah.
Cor?
Yeah, for sure.
You'd eat that?
But I've never had it.
I'll get you one.
Will you buy some, Hawk?
Hell yeah, I'll buy them right now.
That's my
Where do you have them
prize.
sent?
They have send them to the studio.
Don't tell me what to do.
Send him to the moon.
Yeah.
That'd be weird to eat a moon pie on the
But
moon.
moon pie is also the bit in Green Mile that one dude spits all over the other guy.
That's right. The one dude.
Sam
Shepard.
Rockwell.
There you go.
Yeah.
So just so I have this clear,
Oh, here we go. Captain coming up with everything.
Boy, that's a long title. Golly gee.
You
that's a
killed
long title.
Zach. You killed Zach.
Man.
Go ahead.
just so I have this clear, and Tommy,
yours.
That's a lot
Tommy,
of pressure, too. You
Tommy,
have to come
sit
up
down.
with everything.
sit down, Tommy. But just so I have this clear, he spits up moon pies.
Yeah.
Just checking. And Tommy just drove off the road.
Yeah.
And you said clear, right, with an L.
I did, yes.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Those look good.
Yeah, they are good, man.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I don't know if I would go to Tennessee to have RC Cola and moon pies,
Well,
though.
you, like I said, you can go to Holiday and get one.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bet they have them at Holiday.
And finally, Pixar's Inside Out sequel is looking to make a big debut at the box office. Inside Out 2 is projected to bring in between $80 and $90 million
Wow.
over Father's Day weekend.
So here's
I believe it. That
maybe
first one was a monster.
we could ask Mr. Z this one of these
He
times.
died.
What I don't understand
No.
about franchises like Inside Out that wait so long in between sequels is you're targeting the next generation, right? When you profit more
good
by
point.
getting the generation that fell in love with it to watch it again?
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean,
But-
when did the first one come out?
It's got to be 10 years
1920.
ago. Right? It's got to be somewhere in the mid-teens.
1920?
Inside Out was 2015.
Yeah. That's a while ago.
I get your point, but like it feels like those movies are timeless.
But-
like Toy Story, like they're the new generation, they're still watching that, right? I mean, that's Toy Story and
Yeah, we
Monsters
watch
and
all
that.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get your point on that, and they should probably work faster, but
But yeah, Hawk and I will go see Toy Story 5.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Story.
Toy Story 5. Right, Hogs?
Story.
Hawk sobbed at the fourth one.
Yeah.
At Toy Story 4?
At Toy Story 4.
Story.
Okay.
Again, I'm telling
Toy
you,
Star.
the Power Trip Morning Show, waiting for somebody to mispronounce a word. That is our entire plan. How do you guys prep for the show? Well, you just turn on the mics and wait for somebody to stumble,
Don't take long.
and then somebody says Toy Story, and we laugh about it for 4 minutes.
the next time Barrett Sports Media talks to you guys, that's what you have to lead with. What's your secret?
How do you guys have the numbers you have? Well, it's just easy.
We just ripped the ugly guy.
You just wait for Sauce to say something. All right, speaking of Sauce saying something, that's your turn. Next, you get to talk about sports.
Yeah.
KFAN.
Come on, feel it.
It's funny because there's no way you intentionally did that like Marky Mark, right?
Right.
But it's so close.
No chance. Wee. Welcome back. Time for sports. You ready for sports over there, dude?
Yeah, man.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
Thank you all around.
The Minnesota Twins lost 5-4 to the Rockies last night. The Twins were shut out until the
Rocky
seventh
Road.
inning when Buxton hit a 439-foot home run. That scored 2. They got 2 more in the ninth off a Santana home run, but it wasn't enough. The Twins are 35-32. Same 2 teams today at 12-10. Pablo Lopez goes for your Twins, and that is Twins News, brought to you by Quantum Fiber.
I'll thank you.
Anyone else?
Nah.
I said,
Go
thank you.
Twins.
Perry?
Yeah.
Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final is in Edmonton tomorrow at 7:10. The Panthers lead that series 2-0. Edmonton is minus 135 on the money line, but the Panthers are minus 450 to win the whole thing. Go Panthers. You can hear Game 3 tomorrow night right here on the Fan.
Yeah, an absolute, obviously a must-win for Edmonton at home. I can only imagine that Connor McDavid will be flying out there. Sergei Bobrovsky playing goaltender for the Panthers. If he can keep this up, he might just be able to shut him down in 4 or 5. But I don't think the series is just quite over yet. I don't know if it's going to go 7 games, but I don't see Florida just rolling right over in 4 with the sweep. That being said, they are so good and so confident. That loss in a Stanley Cup Finals, whether it's a year before, a couple years before, it's amazing that what it does to a team. Losing in the playoffs, you learn how to win by losing. You learn way more. More when you lose compared to when you win. That's for sure. But
give me a break.
That being said, Florida, sorry, Corey. They're really, really, really good.
Maybe in professional sports, but it's not working for me. Full of garbage over there.
Yeah, it's working great for me because go Panthers.
Yeah, but you know who likes losing?
Losers. Game 3 of the NBA Finals starts tonight at 7:30. The Celtics lead the series 2-0. The Celtics are minus 900 to win the series, but Porzingis is questionable.
Oh, poor Zingy.
Dallas is minus 2.5. Game time is 7:30. That is tonight. Go Celtics and Crackhead Bob.
These guys, hey, Rosie?
Hey, Rose.
I almost didn't recognize you. I swear to God, I walked in here. I went, who's sitting in Sauce's chair?
Just an uglier version of it?
No. A manlier version.
After I posted the video of you getting your haircut yesterday.
Yeah.
Had to go home and take care of business.
Wow.
No.
Give yourself the stranger?
That was for a different reason.
Whoa. I like it.
Tie down, Rose.
I like it when you tie down.
A lot of positive comments. I went, this is the most positivity Sauce has ever received in his life. People loved it.
I love it. I said when we started the show, I'll never go back.
No,
I'll never go back to a full head of hair.
Yeah.
This is the
good,
best thing I've decided to do.
And with the hat on, too.
Last
second, kind of. I'm just going to go ahead and do it, right?
Yeah, we talked about it for like a week. My guy Hogs did it over there, gave me the courage to do it, so I did it.
Good.
I got it.
And you got to have the right head to go bald. I was telling you this one, saw us yesterday. In Tampa, we had a few of us, we had a day off in Tampa, and we thought it would be a good idea to shave our heads. Because one of the Adrian O'Coin went over and did it. It was hot, and we were drinking all day, and he's like, oh, you look good. So about 3-4 more of us went over and did it. I did not look good bald. Thank God I have hair.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you got a good head of hair.
Thank you.
You got the thick
flow. I can't pull off that look like
you got
Sauce.
the hockey hair. You would make the video back in the day before they had the video, hockey hair video. They didn't have that when you were.
I had the big long mullet back then too. Yeah, the wave up front and just just kept growing longer and straighter.
Yeah. Anyway.
The U.S. Open starts tomorrow at Pinehurst, number 2. Have you played there, Perry?
I want to so badly.
Actually, I have.
Have you really?
I got a chance.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good for you, Rosie.
No, actually, I was down there for the I think the Go for Women's
The what?
The Go for Women's Final Four was down in North Carolina or something, and Buddy had a chance to play at Pinehurst. It was pretty cool.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, it was fun.
We will bet on it in about 30 minutes. John Rahm has withdrawn from the tournament with a foot infection in his toes.
That just hurts.
I just saw his last swing there on the Live Tour up there, and it looked like
Allegedly,
it was
there's
painful.
pictures of it online.
It looked painful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He has that unorthodox stance anyway.
He's got that weird foot. He can't go all the way back.
Correct.
Well, yeah, and that's it. And unfortunately, us pro athletes, that's our foundation. It's our feet. I mean, literally, that's where everything starts right there. So if you get anything, like I had that turf toe once, which I thought was kind of a wimpy thing, and then I got it, and it's a strained tendon. It really doesn't have anything to do with your toe. It's a strained tendon in the bottom of your foot.
Well, I never knew that.
And it hurts like hell. Like I think I ran into Greenway or Lieber right after. I'm like, oh my God, I have always made fun of you guys for that turf toe thing. I take it all back.
What a story, Mark.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, okay, it wasn't that great, but it was okay.
Real good.
Yeah,
At
it's
the
filled a little
Metrodome,
time.
At the Metrodome, there was a lot of that went on.
Oh,
those guys ended up with staph infections and ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Elbows and feet, and it was scary and dangerous. It really was. That Metrodome turf was deadly.
Joey Chestnut, a 16-time champion of the Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest, has won the event 8 years in a row, has been banned from the hot dog eating contest because he signed a 4-year extension with Impossible Foods, a vegan hot dog manufacturer.
Augusto, sweetheart, save some room for later.
I'm a little confused, though. What are they actually...
Nathan's is drawing a hard line.
Yeah.
But the Nathan's is still providing the hot dogs,
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing, though. They don't like that he's doing the vegan hot dog
What does
thing.
they care?
I don't know what does they care.
Yeah, I don't know what does they care.
What do they care? Just
It's a great question.
eat the damn hot dogs.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but
no.
Yeah, but no. But
He's
like,
not going to have to wear... Maybe they'll tell him not to wear patches of what he's wearing, what he's endorsing.
Rose, if you don't like the rules, then vote differently.
right.
Well,
and
that's true.
Let's just
I wish
say-
you would just vote,
This may be
though.
wrong. But let's just say McDonald's had a hamburger eating contest and Burger King himself wanted to do it. They'd go, absolutely not. Boom, roasted.
But
So
God, did he roast you?
not the CEO of Burger King, the actual
Yeah,
Burger
if the king,
King.
strolled in and was like, I'm going to do it, they'd be like, no.
Elvis?
Yes. Yeah,
So
brilliant.
what else is this exactly like?
This situation
Yes.
yeah,
is exactly like if they had a football throwing contest with the Vikings and Dak Prescott showed up. They'd be like, buddy, you can't do this. You're not on our team.
What else is it exactly like?
This situation
Sure.
is exactly like if Santa Claus walked in and was like, hey, do you want to deliver presents? And then UPS was like, we do the same thing, man. Get your own bit. And then it was like, I do deliver presents. Take that. Boom, roasted.
And that was Meat Sauce with What Else
Oh, boy.
Is It Exactly Like?
It's an incredible amount of roasting going on there.
That was my favorite. Boom, roasted.
Christian McCaffrey will be on the cover of Madden this year. It might be the first time Zacho buys it. Madden gets released August 16th, a month after the college football
prison?
game gets released.
That's a good question. Zach pretty much hates Madden at this point, right? But if JJ McCarthy was on the cover, would you buy a physical copy, not just a downloadable copy? Would you buy a physical copy if JJ McCarthy was on the cover?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
I haven't bought a physical video game in
you download
decades.
You've given physicals.
To who?
My name it.
Anybody who needs them.
Bless you.
Allegedly, according to a lot of
Please
people,
quit alleging.
JJ McCarthy will speak today at the end of the OTA.
okay, well, I'd be all right.
Godsmack for you, everybody.
Isn't that?
I'm the only one that knows it and cares. Even Godsmack doesn't like Godsmack as much as I do.
I don't know. The way that was very dramatic. It made it sound like he's coming out of a coma.
It did.
I'm just saying.
JJ McCarthy
Oh my God,
is
he's finally
expected
learned to use that.
to speak today.
He is speaking today after practice.
I'm sure
Speaks every
he
day
will
at
change
practice.
the world.
Speaking to the media after practice.
Yeah.
39 days until Joe Mauer is inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Is
Will either
that
of you be
right?
going
Absolutely
because
awesome.
both of you are friends with him? I'm talking to Parrish and Rose. Corey doesn't have
I bet
friends.
Roser goes.
No, I can't. Unfortunately, I'll be out
Not
of
allowed in
town.
that
But
state, are you?
I wish I was there.
Are you going,
I was
Perry?
I talked to Morney about it a little bit, and I didn't want to bug Joe with the
Morney's going,
the
right?
request. Oh yeah, like I just he's got enough family, and that's a huge moment. And as good of friends as we are, there's some that you just got to kind of let have the family and the really
You're a good
close
person,
friends have it, and that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, it'll be a moment. No matter
Yeah.
how much he thinks he's going to not be too nervous about it, standing on that stage outside at Cooperstown, man.
I can't wait to
all
see
the
it.
other Hall of Famers right behind you.
It's gonna make me feel
All
so
of them.
old.
It's like walking into a museum, except it's a real museum. Sauce, I know you don't
Just-
like
No,
museums.
sports museums, fine.
Yeah.
Art museums, boring.
And you look around and you see Sandy Koufax and you see
Steve
Tequila.
Bombardozzi.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Willie
going to be an
Mays.
art collector and you were going to do art shows.
Yeah.
That was an actual thing you were thinking about doing about 2 years ago.
Yeah, but
And now you said art museums suck.
times are a-changing.
Oh, okay.
I just don't have the patience
got
for
you
a
there,
museum.
Corey.
Yeah, boom, roast.
Because it requires walking?
I just don't want to look at art.
You got
Art,
it.
I don't get it.
Can he please use the handicap cart?
Yeah,
Does
can
he
you either
like
use
to
a hover
go?
round or can we find an art museum that has a movable walkway?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
And a
sweet.
giant hallway for that head.
Okay.
It's called It's a Small World. It's the Disney ride.
Your head's not allowed in there.
Oh, that boat would capsize.
That boat would
Speaking of capsize, this is XXXXXXL.
Oh, okay.
Genius! Oh, I didn't get a genius for that?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
That was great.
Hell yeah!
Okay, Chris Farley.
Chris Fartley?
All right. Hello.
Also, I don't think you mentioned it, the Lynx beat up on the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah, you didn't even mention
that, by
Yeah, way to go. Way to go.
That ass.
Hey, you didn't mention that Blake's 11th in chips with 22 to go. He's your guy. What are you doing? That's sports news. It's the World Series of Poker.
But
You skipped Blake and the Lynx. How dare you?
I love Blake. Go Blake.
But you don't love the Lynx?
I do.
Yeah,
Well, how come you just said you love Blake? You don't love the Lynx?
why do you like this?
In Vegas.
I'll tell you what I've got for you guys. Speaking of Blake's, I have some Blake Cashman audio in Vikings news.
Nice.
That's next. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
That's a tease right there.
The Fan.
Hey, it's the Power Trip Morning Show. Roser's over there. Hi, Roser.
Good morning.
Hey, Roser, do you remember how big of a deal Cheers was?
Of course.
Wasn't it a great show?
Oh,
Yes.
my. I mean,
So
it was-
good.
Ted Danson and Woody Harrelson were on the Smartless podcast.
Oh,
Have you heard it
man.
yet, Core?
No, I just
That
read the
was
headline about
spectacular.
the advice he was given.
Yeah, this is Ted
Yeah,
Danson talking about the advice he was given to make him seem more believable as a pitcher.
You did move like an athlete so well.
Jimmy Burrows helped me
Really?
by saying, and it got me a lot of close-ups too, just reach down and grab yourself periodically. And, you know, athletes, for some reason, touch themselves a lot.
Did he really?
He did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Go grab it once in a while.
I don't remember those moments, I guess, on the show. I was probably looking at Shelley Long.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you fall in the Shelley Long Kirstie Alley debate?
Wow. There's something. There was something Meg Ryan-ish smoldering about Shelley Long that I liked. I mean, Kirstie Alley was more of the wild child.
Yeah.
But Shelley Long, I liked her relationship.
That was the key right there, man. Those two
had
the best chemistry in the world.
Yeah, they would smack the crap out of each other verbally.
It's hard to think of a television couple that had better chemistry, Rosie.
Jim and Pam.
Yeah, Jim and Pam.
Yeah, but Jim and Pam, they were like
that was a
a love story from the very beginning, though. You know what I mean? Like you were always rooting for those two. Sometimes you hated the other two.
Correct.
You really did.
It doesn't matter because Shelley Long and Kirstie Alley, both incorrect answers. The right answer is Rhea Perlman.
There you go.
Yeah,
Not
Rhea.
even close.
Danny DeVito.
Let me tell you about Rhea.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is she 3 feet tall? Because, I mean, DeVito looks like he's 3 feet tall.
You know what?
Pretty much.
By the way, did you guys know, and I read this on Wikipedia just by chance, do you know what Rhea is short for?
No.
Let me see here. Let's
Is she not here anymore?
Let's see here. What could Rhea be short for? Sauce, you have any guesses?
For what Rhea could
He
be.
wasn't listening. That was a terrible example of you not listening.
I was listening. Do you know? I just read on Wikipedia. Do you know what Rhea is short for?
So you heard me.
And the answer...
Sauce, do you know?
You just asked yourself?
That's what you said. Diarrhea.
Thank you. You did listen.
Yeah.
What other words could it be short for?
Yeah, see, I wasn't going to go with goner.
And?
Smidium-ria.
That must be awful.
Smidium-ria is like that's almost like exotic sounding.
What if her parents were big Sublime fans?
Santeria. That's very good.
Oh, that's the Spanish Santa Claus.
Yep.
Well, I don't practice Santeria, so I don't speak
I
Spanish.
ain't got no crystal ball.
Roser, should I buy these wheels and
You
tires?
do now.
By what? I'm sorry.
These wheels and tires from the Mustang.
Yes.
Oh,
I asked it. Rosie,
Yes.
just saying the word Mustang, I'll just say go for it.
have you seen my new Mustang that I bought?
Have you seen this?
Wait, no. What?
It's not new. It's old, but it's
What year?
2007. But I'll send it to you.
Awesome.
Lucky
I'll send it
SOB.
right now. I'm a lucky SOB.
Best
And now
car
I
maybe
can't
ever
think
was
of,
65 or 66 Mustang.
Well, that's why I like this body style. It's
Is it old school?
it's an old looking car, but it's got all the new amenities.
Rosie, did you ever buy a
I
car
just
for a
texted it to you.
midlife crisis? Did you ever buy a car specifically to try to get chicks?
I wanted to for my first car. There was a Dodge Challenger that a neighbor had. It was orange ish, and it had
Had the
black
stripes?
interior. Yeah, it was hot. And I'd saved enough money working at the drugstore and delivering newspapers, or whatever, to buy the car because I think I wanted $3,000 for it. And
which, with inflation, by the way, that's $2.7 million.
Probably was. But my dad found out the car insurance, because it was a high performance car, was going to be exorbitant, and he wouldn't let me get the car then. I was so pissed. So I ended up getting some piece of crap, like a 68 whatever Fairlane with the Fairlane or whatever.
Jeez,
it was.
why even drive it then?
Ford Fairlanes weren't terrible.
Well, but the car door froze when it got really cold out, and I will always
like
regret. So
Babyface.
that's I could see him lined up when I had that. I wanted that car.
Lock your bikes on.
And every time I see a Challenger on the street, I go, damn it, it could have been my car.
Yeah. Well, Rosie, it's not too late. You can still buy a Challenger. They still have them.
They have them. You're right, but no, I'm strictly a Honda guy now.
Well, check this out. By the way,
look at you just sent me the.
That's my sweetie. It's not bad, right?
Not bad.
Yeah, I love it. So check this out. You know what I found out, guys? This is a weird thing. I did not know this. So the car's a 2007, right?
Right.
Technically, it qualifies as an antique car, classic car.
Yeah.
Insurance, I think, is $900 every 6 months. If I send in the right pictures and they give it the thumbs up, drops it to $130 a month because it's a classic car.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
That's
how many years old does it need to
15.
be? 15 is the cutoff?
I don't think
you
need
qualify,
tabs,
by the way.
right?
No, you need tabs, but it has to. You have to send the right pictures. It has to have a certain, classification. They have to give it the thumbs up, but also it has to not be your primary driving vehicle.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know that, and you have a car that's more than 15 years old, and you're not getting classic car insurance rates, it literally is going to save me $800 every 6 months.
Did you get this from an individual seller?
Yeah, this dude was looking to. He was a college student, just was graduating, and he had it on Facebook, and he had it for one price. And then he called me and said, "I got to sell it today. How much you willing to give me?" And I told him I got it for a song, and the body's great, and it's just a little 6-cylinder. It's not a race car, but it looks cool.
How many miles?
90, only 90,000.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's sweet, Hogs.
Thank you, man. I like it. It gives me something to think about and drive around and act like I'm cool.
Do you and my dad drive around in it?
He can't fit in the back seat anymore. Hurts his back.
How about the trunk?
You know what? Rosie, you know what I'm talking about. We're going to the drive-in. He's getting in the trunk. You know what I'm saying, right?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, man.
Back to midlife crises for a second.
I don't think I'm midlife. I'm past that.
I had mine at like 26, and that's when Chris talked me into buying that car.
Yeah, that was a dumb move on your
part. Bought a convertible that was most of my money.
Yeah.
But that's when I was like 26 or 27. Now I'm 44. This is the peak time to actually have one. I should have another one.
Yeah, you really should, buddy.
Man, what am I going to do with my midlife crisis? My real midlife crisis.
Yeah, give her hell.
God, I
don't have any regrets. That's my advice to you. Just do it.
Impossible.
You got to trust your instincts, right? And just let go of regret.
You do.
And you got to bet on yourself now, right?
Yep. Correct.
Because that's your best bet.
It is.
Man, that was poetic.
Well said,
deep.
Corey.
I get it.
Living your life. Hell.
No, wrong song.
Thanks, Rusted Root.
Yeah, is that Pitbull?
It was Shaggy.
Rusted Root Send Me On My Way bit with Zach. That bit that Smitty made 2 years ago is the funniest I've laughed at the internet.
The funniest you've laughed.
Dear God, that is the worstest you've talked on this sentence.
Still got an hour and 10 minutes left.
I know. And then
And we're golf
Then I get a long ass break from you and your nice
I'm not
haircut.
that bad.
Oh, you're not.
It's time for Vikings News on the Power Trip, presented by
Oh, yeah. Now, Perry, you know a little something about this. Blake Cashman, he's a linebacker. He's coming back home. He grew up in Eden Prairie. Now he's back here playing for us. How weird is it to come home and have to be a pro athlete and absorb all of the I'm back home family kind of things?
I was very lucky. My parents did a great job kind of protecting me from the family, and the Wild, understood it. They've had like Darby Hendricks, and they had Minnesota guys back here, so there was kind of I had a PR person kind of took care and make sure I didn't get overwhelmed with anything. So I was incredibly lucky that the organization understood what it was going to be like to kind of help me through it, and my parents were great. But it is. It's crazy. It's the most. I mean, it was one of the most exciting times of my life, easily. Getting a chance to come home. It's every kid's dream to come home. You grow up playing sports, and you sit there. And for me, it was like I grew up wanting to be Dino Ciccarelli from the North Stars, and so that was all my always just. It's just I don't know if it's a goal. Because not everybody, you can't necessarily control it, but it's a dream for absolutely everyone. I enjoyed the crap out of it. The fans were incredible. Actually, it was I had got so much respect from people around here. It was incredible. They felt bad. So many people apologized for coming up to me, whether it was their autograph or picture or whatever. It was just insane. I feel like actually, honest to God, now I get stopped and talked to way more on the street now than I actually did when I was the captain of the Wild because of this silly, stinking radio show.
Yeah. What stop was it for you?
That would have been 4. That was fifth.
Remind folks, how did you get here?
Colorado, drafted by Colorado. Mm-hmm. They were smart enough to trade me before I ever signed with them. Florida for 2 years. Islanders for, 6, if you count that stupid lockout year. L.A. for a cup of coffee, and then here, so 5.
And what was the transaction?
It was free agent. I was a free agent. Yeah, so I just signed as a free agent. I was excited. Rolston was signed here. I knew Brian really well. So I was excited kind of the way it was going. And then when it was the big thing for me was when they signed Pav Dimitra. Yeah. I got a chance to play with him in L.A., and he was such an underrated player. I mean, he was a borderline superstar if you talk to anyone else in the league, and he kind of went unnoticed unless you played with him. He was just under the radar kind of guy. He wasn't really flashy, but he could pass so well. And that one, because as a goal scorer, I'm always looking for somebody that can dish the puck. I need somebody to get it to me so I can finish. And I played with Pav in L.A., and I absolutely adored playing with him. He was a great man, great teammate, and very, very a big hole to fill for international hockey. To be honest, with what he'd be doing with Czechia and how he'd be around still in the game and his knowledge of the game, that was the selling point for me.
So welcome home, Blake Cashman.
Yeah, Blake Cashman. And here he talks about, and he's happy to be here.
The culture, the atmosphere in the building has been incredible. And, it's just such a outstanding coaching staff and locker room, immediately making all the new guys feel welcome and comfortable. And it's been a great process so far, and I'm excited to get to training camp and looking forward to an awesome season.
Yeah, and the one thing I'll add too, oh my Lord, the pride you feel. I can't imagine the pride he's going to feel that first game running out there in the purple with the Vikings. Because the first time I came out wearing it wasn't the North Stars, but it was the same. Second time I came out, sorry. Going through that hallway the first time I hit the ice wearing that uniform, I will never forget that feeling. I could barely feel the ice. It was unbelievable.
How'd you
incredible. Well, probably not that much. But probably, all right.
Yeah.
I was usually just getting some power play time around then with Jacques, so hey.
Take it.
I'll take what I can.
Very cool. Blake,
it was amazing.
Blake talks about his game, actually playing linebacker, what he does well.
I would say, it's a little bit instinctual, and that's something that, is hard to explain. You just, either you got it or you don't, but I take a lot of pride in, really understanding the defense as a whole and understanding the concepts that, we're trying to run because, when you can be a step faster, it makes, the biggest difference out there on the field. And at the end of the day, I just like to stay busy out there. I always want to be hustling around the rock. Whether I'm hitting first or last on the ball carrier, I want to be involved in the tackle. And, that's just kind of the demeanor I play with.
Thank you for your honesty.
The new look defense for your Minnesota Vikings this year.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, man.
Beeflo's got a lot to work with.
A lot more for sure, no doubt.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
The defense?
The defense.
Okay. I thought because you keep saying they're going to start 1-5.
No, the defense is going to be good.
The defense is going to be good. Okay.
And the offense, you don't think the offense
I think Darnold struggles. Everybody says he's been playing well in practice, but they all say when the bullets are live, he's not that good.
He's not a soldier.
Okay, when the football.
He's got soul, though.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're saying J.J. McCarthy doesn't have a chance of starting.
Yeah, why are you being like that?
No, what? I just wanted to talk. I don't really have an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's Corey. Yeah.
Oh, my God. What's that song?
I hate everything Paul says. Well.
Oh, thanks, Louis Armstrong. Is that even the right name?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
Lewis Black?
No, God dang it. We did this like 2 months ago. We did
Louis
this.
Armstrong is
Who am I talking about?
Louis Armstrong sort
Louis
of talked
Anderson?
like that.
Yeah.
He did. It's a Wonderful World.
No, not Louis Anderson.
Pee Wee Herman?
No.
I'm out.
Oh, boy. It's going to make
It
it worse.
doesn't matter.
Don't matter. Anyway, so here's your Vikings news, ladies and gentlemen. Unless anybody else has got anything else.
No. Nothing's happening with the Vikes.
No.
We're just waiting.
Just can't wait for game one.
OTAs.
I would assume they'll cancel tomorrow's OTA practice and let them all leave early. And then they'll be back. Yeah, hold on a second. I wrote it down here. Hang on.
Take your time.
The preseason or the training camp stuff was released yesterday when they're going to do it.
The schedule? Okay.
Yeah, they're going to start. Back Together weekend is Saturday, July 27th. Mm-hmm. And then their first padded practice is July 29th. The night practice is August 5th. And the last open practice to the public is August 8th.
That does seem later than usual, even.
Yeah. Not that far away, man.
When's game one?
September something.
The exhibition or regular season?
Regular game.
September 8th.
8th, okay.
At
in New
the
York.
Giants, yeah. Then they come home against the 49ers and the Texans. Nice.
Sauce, you mentioned it earlier. I know Christian McCaffrey's a big deal. I'm a little surprised JJ wasn't the cover athlete of Madden.
Yeah.
Because not only is he unbelievably dominant, who cares if he missed half the year? He's got the cool factor that all the kids care about.
Yes.
The kind of kids that are buying Madden, I think, would care more about Justin Jefferson than Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I thought he would be. I think not playing every game last year, but people still know who he is. It's not like he passed away. I thought JJ would be it for sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Next year, it'll be.
Yeah.
If he has a year even remotely to what he's had in the first handful, he's going to be destined to be on the cover one of these years.
Yeah.
Who have we had? It's Culpepper and Moss? Culpepper was on it too, right? And Peterson.
And then Favre was on it because they thought he was going to call it quits. And then he came to the Vikings in 2009, and then you could download him in a Vikings jersey or something.
So Moss, Culpepper, and was Moss on it?
Moss,
Culpepper, and Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, AP's been on it. Yeah,
and that's it.
That's
still a lot.
That's still pretty. I was gonna say, for how many years has it come out? We got 3 of them.
Pretty good.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Dante was here for the golf tournament yesterday. He looked good.
Yeah,
he did, man.
Yeah, he did.
He was great, man.
Yeah.
Dante was a good quarterback.
He was. Get that roll on.
Yeah,
everybody was doing
he
it.
blew his knee out, which sucked.
No, I remember that injury. It was was it Carolina?
Carolina, yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, bad one.
All right, so when we come back, we're betting on golf. Let's gamble. Life's better with money on the line. Always have a live ticket in your pocket. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.